At a university in Colombia, a student showed up to a math lecture. He walked in, sat in the back row, and from how tired he was, he quietly fell asleep. At the end of the lecture, he woke up to the sound of students packing up. He looked at the board and noticed the professor had written 2 problems. He quickly copied them down, assuming they were homework, and left the class. When he got home, he started working on solving the problems, but soon he realized they were extremely difficult. So he went to the university library and gathered all the references he could find. He kept working non-stop day after day, refusing to give up. After 4 full days of effort, he finally managed to solve the first problem. The whole time he was frustrated, thinking, why would the professor give such a hard assignment? At the next lecture, he was surprised the professor didn't ask for the homework. So he went up to him and said, "Professor, it took me 4 days to solve the first problem." The professor looked confused and said, "What problem? I didn't assign any homework." The student replied, "The 2 problems you wrote on the board." The professor smiled and said, "Those weren't homework. They were examples of problems that science hasn't been able to solve yet." The student was shocked, and in that moment everything made sense. The professor added, "Many scientists never even tried to solve them because they believed they were impossible. If you had been awake and heard that, you probably wouldn't have even tried. But because you didn't know, you pushed yourself and actually made progress." And that's the lesson. Sometimes not knowing the limits leads to incredible breakthroughs. Sometimes a simple nap can change everything. What do you think about the story? If you were in his place, what would you do? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Follow Story Vault for more unforgettable stories.